they call it BRCA, or what we call the BRCA gene in a family. And this would be the gene that would cause breast and ovarian. But always remember that colorectal and uterine malignancies share the same lineage and risk factors with breast and ovarian. I would remember I have a patient, she has endometrial cancer. She gave it due to postmenopausal bleeding. But her two sisters they have breast cancer. I think the other one died prior to the surgery. And her brother has colorectal. Apat lang sila lahat sila ng cancer. Sabi ko, hindi na ako kailangan magpa-gene testing. Okay? And then, environmental. You know, the Philippines has the highest prevalence of breast cancer in Southeast Asia. At least na doon, number 1 tayo, no? Hindi nga lang maganda. So, bagay number 1 din natin tayo sa Southeast Asia sa corruption. Para magandang number 1 tayo sa maling mga bagay. But anyway, one of the most common cancers I see in the clinics is really breast cancer. Some of them do not have relatives with breast cancer. So we are pointing out on environmental exposures. This was discussed in toxicology, right? The endocrine disruptors, like DPAs, the ones that are present in PCBs, the ones that are present in plasticizers. Mga plastic, yung dapat hindi na nagpo-plastic, di ba? Lalo na pag mainit yung ulam, di ba, tapos lalagay sa plastic. Nalilate na yung particles, yung chemical ng plastic. Kaya sa bahay namin yan, ang leftover food, wala nang plastic. Lahat glass. They are endocrine disruptors. They mimic estrogen. Thereby, they could trigger the proliferation of oncogenes. Some would even destroy, but pag estrogen kasi, siya non-genotoxic, so proliferative siya. Yan. Okay? Di ba asbestos na lang with cigarette smoking synergistically causes lung cancer? Diet. Alcohol, di ba? Consumption of more than what is acceptable for alcohol can cause hepatocellular cancer. Diba? Eating bird foods, mga sunog, mga totoo. This could increase the risk for colorectal cancer. Virus, anong pinakakilala ng virus that could cause cancer? Human papillomavirus causing cervical cancer, di ba? And then, hepatitis B and hepatitis C can cause hepatocellular carcinoma as well. So these are the causes of cancer, no? Okay. How do we manage? For solid tumors, most of the management is surgery. Madalas na example ko, gyno kasi OB-GYN ako. Like ovarian, breast, uterine, cervical, fallopian tube cancers, colon cancer. Management is surgery. But however, in advanced cases, minsan may bubuksan kami, hindi possible yung cleavage. Didebunk lang namin yung kayang tanggalin lang. Kasi kung pinilit mo tanggalin, baka matanggalin, matraverse mo na yung ureter, so quality of life will not be good. So yun, no? That's the time you will do adjuvant, you add chemotherapy. No? Certain stages, like cervical cancer, up to stage 2A, the main management is surgical. But if the cervical stage, cancer stage is stage 2B and above, radiation na yan. Kasi ang expansion of cervical cancer collateral, so kadalasan affected pag stage 3 yung ureters. No? So, radiation na yun. No? Radiation therapy. So, it depends. If you're dealing with hematologic malignancy, the primary treatment is chemotherapy. Hematologic malignancies. No? In resistant cases, this is when you will now do targeted therapy. Sa Hepa B virus, ang ginagamit nila minsan yung mga hepatocellular carcinoma, immunotherapy like interferon. Okay? Stem cell. Saan yung madalas nabili nila stem cell? Yung hormone therapy, hindi ko na pati-discuss. Babalik na kayo pag sinama ko pa to. Sa repro drugs ko na lang siya. Nung ako kasi nag-lecture nito, sa repro drugs, pero in-endorse ko kay Dr. Consuelo, doon na lang i-discuss mo kung like tamoxifen, aromatase inhibitors. Kasi pag dito ko pa discuss, baka mag-impart or mag-seizure ka. Sobra na. Stem cells, saan ko siya madalas nalilinig? Di ba ginagamit? Anti-aging? Di ba? But that's not the ethical use. But the ethical use for stem cell is for leukemias and multiple myeloma. Doon lang siya talaga dapat. No? Tsaka mga leukemia. Most of the people who are getting this as treatment stem cell transplant has to go elsewhere, outside of the Philippines. Although they're saying they are also doing it in the Philippines. So if you're going to involve chemotherapy in the treatment, your main goal is to kill the tumor. As much as possible selective, but that's not true. It can also attack normal cells. Huh? With minimal side effect, naku, hindi rin. Huh? Now, you want to give this to treat the condition systemically, to decrease the tumor burden, no? Yan ang use niya. Ngayon, what are your goals when you're giving chemotherapy? If your goal is to promote complete remission, ano dyan ang goal mo? Your goal is to promote complete remission for the patient. Curative siya. If your goal is to promote complete remission, however, the primary treatment, let's say surgery, was not able to totally develop the patient, the role of chemotherapy is adjuvant, very good. But if your goal is just to relieve or alleviate symptoms or improve the quality of life, now without the goal of achieving complete remission, like in terminal stages of cancer. Alam natin pag terminal stage, hindi sila mababalik. Sa dati. So what will now be your goal? Palliation. That's why for cancer chemotherapy, we have what we call palliative therapy. Usually, mga family physicians na, pwede naman mag-try ng palliative therapy. This is usually the kind of therapy given for terminal stages of cancer to make the remaining days of their life somewhat comfortable. Okay? O yan. Ganito siya ibigay example na lang kasi sa exam, actually natapos ko na yung exam yun eh. No? For next week, tapos ko na siya. So, bibigay ko to by scenario. Yan. Sige. Let's say you have a patient with ovarian cancer. When you open the patient, or when you did CT scan, the tumor is very big and seemingly with adhesions. Meron na tayong technology ngayon yung TrueCut. TrueCut is an ultrasound wherein a needle will be poked in the abdomen. It's ultrasound guided. the goal of the TrueCut is just to get tissue diagnosis. You see, you cannot give chemotherapy if you don't know the histologic type of the tumor. Because a specific chemotherapy is recommended for a particular histologic type. So TrueCut, magbabiopsy ka, ultrasound guided. Ginagawa may 4 na doktor na sa Pilipinas na gumagawa. One from Manila, another one here in Luzon. Pag na-biopsy ngayon, hindi mo mabuksan eh. So you will now do chemotherapy. After 6 cycles, you will re-evaluate the patient for surgery. What is the goal of chemotherapy? Ang main treatment doon, surgery pa rin. Pero hindi mo kasi surgery eh. Pagka kasi pinili mo yung surgery yun, baka mas maraming complication, madali yung pasyente. So kukuha ka lang mo ng tissue diagnosis, chemotherapy prior to surgery. Siguro mga 6 cycles yun ang chemo, then you evaluate. What would be the goal of chemotherapy? Role of chemotherapy? Very good. Neo means before, no, adjuvant additional treatment. Your patient has lymphoma and will be giving the SHOP regimen. SHOP means cyclophosphamide H4 adriamycin, or that's another name for doxorubicin. Oncovin, the branding of ring-cystic peak prednisone. So we'll be starting the patient on SHOP regimen na diagnosed siya with leukemia. What is the role of chemotherapy? Primary induction. Kasi siya na yung talagang treatment. Alam na natin yung adjuvant, hindi ko na ibibigay yan. O, syempre, natitira, isa na lang. No? In case of squamous cell carcinoma, you're going to give 5-fluorouracil with radiation. Tama na may treatment is radiation. You give it together, no? At the same time, or basta interspersed with radiation. The goal is now concurrent chemoradiation. Just like in cervical cancer. Ano sabi ko nga, pag stage 2B, ano na ang primary treatment? Radiation, di ba? But it was discovered that the cells become sensitive to the radiation if you give chemotherapy. The cervical cancer cells, that is cisplatin. So, ginagawa nila, kasi minsan yung, nakita niyo sa ilalim ng Marian. Ano yun eh? Philippine Oncology. Nakita ko yung Center, no? POCC yun eh. POCC, di ba? Pacquiao. Hindi ko lang alam, dati major stockholder si Manny Pacquiao doon. Kaya POCC, tapos parang boxing gloves ang itsura ng logo. Anyway, yun, no? Mag-radiation ka. Open lang yan kasi weekdays. Weekdays yan. Minsan bukas siya ng Saturday. So, ang gagawin ng onco, Monday to Friday, radiation siya. Weekend, cisplatin. Hanggang sa makomplete niya yung 25 courses ng radiation. So, in between, nagsisisplatin. Yun yung concurrent chemoradiation. Now, in terms of effects, not all cancer tumors respond to treatment. That's why some people die, particularly from aggressive cancer. No? I have a niece, no? Ang kamag-anak ko yung father. Yung mother niya may ovarian cancer. Nung nasa LTU pa sa Moraida namin siya na surgery, ako yung nag-assist dun sa gyne-onco. Pero yung cancer, ovarian cancer niya, makanda yung prognosis, buhay pa siya mo ngayon in remission for so long na. More than 20 years na siya in remission. Problema yung anak niya ng ovarian cancer, magna cum laude ng UPMed. Pediatric resident na siya sa UPMGH. On her second year, she was admitted for severe abdominal pain. Though yun, she has a large adnexal mass. She was open They removed everything na total abdominal hysterectomy with bilateral subcutaneous and bilateral lymph node dissection. But the problem is the tumor is poorly differentiated, clear cell cancer that has very poor prognosis, very aggressive. She died last year after 3-4 years from diagnosis. Siya nag-respond. Umabot na sa target eh. Umabot na nga siya sa fentanyl patch or fentanyl kasi hindi siya, grabe yung pain. Nananalangin kami kunin na lang siya kasi makita mo yung hirap. Pero hindi namin siya pinabibisita. Kasi hindi namin gusto makita ng ibang tao na ganun tsura niya. No? Tapos nakakabakit gano'n, makita kasi may cancer pa. No? Anyway, probably one problem is drug delivery. The drug does not reach the tumor. Ang isang reason dyan ito, yung central hypoxic zone. The central hypoxic zone, kaya hypoxic siya, walang blood vessel. So, hindi na-reach ng chemotherapy yung core. Or, cycling versus non-cycling. Remember, the larger the tumor, the greater the cells in the low growth fraction case. Pag low growth fraction, meaning resting sila. Most of the chemotherapy attack the rapidly proliferating cells. One, that's another. Blood cell kill, let's talk about that later. Or, an active immune response may be needed. No? Particularly kung viral yung cause ng cancer. No? And then drug resistance. So let's talk about the kinetics, the cytokinetics. Log cell kill, and then the Goldbergian model. Let's start with the log cell kill. You see tumors, if not managed, no, undergoes exponential growth. That's why they proliferate. And their exponential growth is quite rapid. And di ba isang characteristic pag may rapidly growing tumor, tapos biglang rapid weight loss, misip mo na is cancer. Because they grow exponentially. For solid tumors, it's best to do surgery to debulk. Para yung chemotherapy, konti na lang yung papatay na cells. Unlike if you don't do surgery, this is a solid tumor. When you say log cell kill, for every dose of chemotherapy that you will give, only a fixed fraction, not number, only a fixed fraction of cells are killed. Ayan. So, isang to, ganito lang kadami, papatayin na yan. That's why did you notice chemotherapy is not a one-time, big-time treatment. It's a sequential treatment. Usually, the minimum is 6 courses. No? This is the reason. This is also one reason why we do not want delaying chemotherapy schedule. See, if you delay the schedule, usually 2 to 4 weeks ang schedule yan eh. If you delay the schedule, you will waste your log cell kill here. Remember, exponential ang growth yan, di ba? Na-delay siya ng, parang after 2 months mo siya na-start, eh, dapat yung after 2 months, nakatatlo na siya. Sigurado yan, bumalik na sa dati ulit yung laki ng tumor. So that's why we do not want delaying the chemotherapy. Now, when you say the conversion model of tumor growth, no, the peak of growth for a tumor will be achieved if the tumor is 1/3 of its maximum size. That's why, if it peaks, ibig sabihin hanggang doon na lang yung bilis. After a while, it will grow slowly. So, the larger the tumor, the greater the fraction of cells in the low growth phase, low growth fraction phase. Question, would it be easier or harder for the chemotherapy to kill the cells? It will be harder because the chemotherapy mostly kills rapidly proliferating cells. Kaya nga pag solid tumor, mas maganda ma-debulk. Hindi mo kaya tanggalin at least ma-debulk mo. Kaya nga pagka-ovarian cancer, pati omentum tinatanggal. Kasi kung may seeding doon, add additional bulk pa yun. Kaya tinatanggal, nag-i-infracolic omentectomy din kami. Pagka, No? Okay? Usually, gaya ni Onco naman na nag-opera, trained sila for extensive surgery. Now, all cells, abnormal, normal, benign, malignant cells, they undergo this cell cycle kinetics. No? However, in terms of chemotherapy, some chemotherapy would attack a particular part of the cell cycle. No? Ano nga ba ang S? Ayan. Karaniwan na makikita nyo sa the most common phase at which cell cycle specific chemotherapy agents would attack would be mitosis, followed by S phase, which is DNA synthesis. Yan. Pag tinignan mo, nakita mo maraming S din, maraming M. Diba? Yan. Cell cycle non-specific are chemotherapy agents that can attack both resting and proliferating stages of the tumor. Okay? So, when we talk about cell cycle specific drugs, the most common phase that it acts on is the mitotic phase. What kind of malignancies will be best treated with cell cycle specific agents? Hematologic malignancies. Pwede rin naman ang solid tumors. But solid tumors in the high growth fraction phase, which means smaller solid tumors, right? Pagka cell cycle non-specific, ang common mechanism of action is damage to DNA. No? They usually bind, the mechanism is usually binding to the cellular DNA that causes damage to the macromolecule. What type of cancer will benefit from cell cycle non-specific treatment? Usually solid tumors in the low growth fraction phase. But remember, this can attack both resting and cycling cells. Kailangan tinitignan ko kung nakalimutan ako sabihin. Baka mamaya may matanong ako, hindi ko nabanggit. Kaya minsan conscious ako kung may nabanggit ko hindi. So, as I mentioned, the activity of these chemotherapy agents is not selective to abnormal or cancer cells. As long as the cell is rapidly proliferating, it could be attacked. Kaya ang common side effect na nakikita nyo, hair loss. Kasi di ba the hair follicle is a rapidly proliferating tissue. Hair. O kaya pag-ulit nila, pag-ulit ang bilis sumapa. Another is the bone marrow. Ang problema mo pa naman sa bone marrow, pag nasusupress siya ng chemo, nasusupress siya the most common adverse effect of chemotherapy agents is myelosuppression because of this theory. Ang bone marrow pa naman, after myelosuppression, recovers after 6 weeks. However, gano'ng kadalas yung magbibigay yung chemo? 2 to 4 weeks, so you're not allowing the bone marrow to recover. Usually, on the third cycle, ma-observe mo na nagsistart nang nag-decline yung nagsistart na magkaroon ng pancytopenia. Pero the most common affected cells are the neutrophils, followed by the RBCs. Less common in platelets. Huh? Another common side effect is nausea and vomiting. Some would have GI healing because the GI tract is also rapidly proliferating cells. And this explains why these are the common side effects of cancer chemotherapy. Ito na, dito na mag-start. Dito na kayo mag-start ng nausea and vomiting. Let's start with, ito yung alkylating agents. Ano ang isang itong clicker namin? Parang nilakad, nagmamadali. Yan. They are the largest, one of the largest group, followed by antimetabolites, no? Of chemotherapy agents because they are actually the oldest. magmadali na kayong mag-aral. Alam niyo ba kung bakit dumami ang chemotherapy agents? Because of resistance. Parang tumatalino yung mga cancer cells, no? Nagiging resistant sila sa chemo. Kaya dumami, syempre, they will try to discover agents that would manage the cancer, no? So these are your different alkylating agents, no? Why are they called alkylating agents? Alkylating because they transfer an alkyl group into an electron-rich site. But first, in order to transfer an alkyl group to an electron-rich site, they must undergo intramolecular cyclization. The purpose of the intramolecular cyclization is to form an ethylene ammonium ion, which facilitates the alkyl transfer. Or it could form a carbonium ion, no, for the transfer. Now, once they transfer, ang major site, balikan ko na lang muna. Ang major site kasi na alkylation is the N7 position of guanine. Pero tatandaan nyo, hindi lang isa yan. Di ba double-stranded ang DNA? Two sites yan, two adjacent sites. No, pag nag-transfer siya to adjacent sites, so ano mangyayari? Pagkakaroon ng mismatch yung base pairing, di ba? Di ba? Pagkakaroon ng mismatch, di ba? Yan, abnormal base pairing. Aside from that, magkakaroon ng cross-linking. Kasi they don't only, N7 position of guanine, ilan yun? Basta lahat na N7, attach niya. No? And then cross-linking will happen. This will lead to DNA strand breakage. Eventually, the death of the tumor cell. No? So yun yung kanyang purpose. Although there are other alkylating sites, no? They alkylate other sites. No? Pero sa lahat sa kanila, ito yung common. Although others may cause alkylation at these sites. No? Okay. The effect is dose related. Tinuro na sa inyo sa dynamics na tinuro, yung graded dose response. O sa kinetics. Namatanda ako sa tinuro yun. Lahat kasi kami parang yung namin, initiation sa department. Bago ka, hindi. Isang taon ka muna magtuturo ng iba. Pag isa, dalawang taon, pag okay ka na magturo, bibigyan sa iyo ng chairman ng kinetics. Yan ang pinakamahirap na lecture. Sa akin, kami lahat, no? Kinetics kasi ano siya, principle concepts. Mas madali yung dynamics. Kasi lahat ng kinetics pinag-usapan. Pero dito sa cancer chemotherapy, siya kung halos na-discuss ng kinetics, puro dynamics lang. Hindi nakakayanin kung mag-discuss pa ng kinetics. Anyway, nagbibigay naman ito oncologist. Kailangan may specialty training kayo or subspecialty training natin. Kung IM ka, magsa-subspecialty training ka on oncology. Kung OBGYN ka o surgeon, so OBGYN mag-gynae ka na subspecialty training. Another 3 years yun on top of the 4 years residency. No? Pero kung hindi ka mag-aaral, no? So, they commonly cause all the things that I mentioned earlier. They attack rapidly proliferating cells, bone marrow, GIT, and hair follicles. So, their common side effects are hair loss, myelosuppression. Some of them could even damage and cause premature failure to the reproductive organs. For females, it's the ovaries. No? The late phase, ang side effect kasi may acute, nausea, vomiting, mga hypersensitivity, gano'n. Yung delayed is after 2 weeks from treatment, the chemotherapy may have destroyed the kidneys, dun pa lang siya magiging evident, or the liver, and dito yung myelosuppression. Ito usually yung acute, itong nausea, vomiting, direct vesicle effect, yun usually yung acute toxicity. Itong increased secondary malignancy, delayed yan. cyclophosphamide has been reported to cause transitional urinary bladder carcinoma. So, pwede rin sila mag-cause ng cancer. Ano yung direct vesicle? Make sure that when you're injecting, you're infusing, we call it infusion, you're infusing the chemotherapy, the IV line is intact. If not, madali kasing mag-break out yung blood vessels, matapang kasi gamot. If not intact and spills over the surrounding tissues, it will burn the surrounding tissues. It will be another problem for you. So marami rin siya mechanism of resistance because it is they are older drugs. Kaya nga maraming na-discover after them. No? Remember that the drug has to reach the tumor. So it has to permeate through the tumor to the cell in order to reach its core. So if permeation is a problem, the tumor will be resistant to the chemotherapy agent. Another one, if you have a lot of glutathione, no? Okay? Kasi yung glutathione may sulfhydryl, like busulfan. It binds to the sulfhydryl groups of glutathione. Kung napakaraming glutathione ng tumor cell, the sulfhydryl groups will not be, all of it may not be consumed by busulfan. So the tumor remains active. Another, tumatalino yung tumor, no? Nadi-discover niya na pwede niyang gawin para hindi mag-work yung chemotherapy. If the tumor has the ability to repair the DNA, di ba si alkylating agents causes DNA damage, DNA breakage? If the tumor can repair that break, it will not respond to the chemotherapy. No? Another is metabolic degradation. Cyclophosphamide and ifosfamide and the others has to be activated. So if they're not activated by metabolic enzymes, they may not produce their cytotoxic. Okay? Yeah. Loss of the ability to recognize adults. No? O kung hindi yun ma-recognize ng tumor, the tumor will not respond to the drug. Or the expression of BCL2. Overexpression. No? The tumor will not respond to your alkylating agents. Let's go to cyclophosphamide. As I mentioned earlier, cyclophosphamide as a parent compound is inactive. It has to be activated by your hepatic cytochrome P450, no, two active metabolites, which are in equilibrium, which means their conversion is in equilibrium because they're interconverted to each other. These are your 4-hydroxycyclophosphamide and aldophosphamide. But from which of these two active metabolites will the cytotoxic agents come from? Saan manggagaling? Yung cytotoxic metabolites, where will it come from? Ano sabi sa slides? The cytotoxic metabolites will come from hydroxycyclophosphamide or aldophosphamide? Aldophosphamide. Ayan o, toxic metabolites. Hindi naman. Babasahin na lang. Sila yung cytotoxic. But, in order for aldophosphamide to be converted to this, it must undergo a non-enzymatic conversion. Non-enzymatic yung conversion. O between the two, phosphoramide mustard and acrolein, which between the two has the main effect of cyclophosphamide in terms of cytotoxicity? The phosphoramide mustard. The main main cytotoxic effect of cyclophosphamide is from phosphoramide mustard. Although acrolein is also toxic. Acrolein even binds to the bladder, urinary bladder epithelium, causing hemorrhage. That's why acrolein is the culprit for hemorrhagic cystitis of cyclophosphamide. But ito, merong hitch. If the cell has a lot of aldehyde dehydrogenase, it is protected from the toxic effects of cyclophosphamide. Why? Aldehyde dehydrogenase converts aldophosphamide to the inactive metabolite. So yung mga cells na may aldehyde dehydrogenase, increased amounts of aldehyde dehydrogenase will be protected from cyclophosphamide. Okay? Mecloretamine is also known as the nitrogen mustard. It also behaves the same way as cyclophosphamide. It also attaches, or it also causes alkylation at the N7 position of 2-deoxyguanylates, no? Of DNA. Yan. Ganun din. And they're known as the nitrogen mustard. So, saan sila ginagamit? Minsan sa exam, binibigay ko na siyang diretsyo. Hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon, hinihingi ko yung indication. Kasi ang dami. Naintindihan ko naman din siya mag-memorize. So, minsan binibigay ko ba in an adult male with testicular cancer being given GnRH analog development. Binibigay ko na minsan kasi maano ko naman nila. For these 5, ito sila kasi kaya pinagsama-sama ko na pare-pare. Ang cyclophosphamide lang ang diniscuss ko kasi siya lang yung may unique, yung may aldophosphamide. Tsaka, ayan. Pero the rest, si mecloretamine, pareho lang. Di ba nakita niyo yung mechanism ni mecloretamine? Si mecloretamine active na siya as a parent compound. Kasi sabay-sabay na sila ni chlorambucil at saka merculan. Hindi ko ni-discuss isa-isa ha. Kaya ako lang minsan din-discuss pagkakahiwalay pag unique yung mechanism. Okay? So they're mostly used for lymphomas, if you know this. No, merculan is actually used more for multiple myelomas. Kung ano yung indication kay cyclophosphamide, yun din ang indication kay ifosfamide. We also use cyclophosphamide for breast cancer sa early stages. Yan isa pa. Pag early stage, iba yung chemo pag kesa sa later stage. No? Ano yung ang cyclophosphamide binibigay sa breast cancer, CMF. Cyclophosphamide, no? Methotrexate, and 5-fluorouracil. Wait lang. May patient kasi ako, sorry. nanganak kasi ako ng Monday. Refer nila post-CS. Kaya dala ko yung telepono pag may patient. Anyway. Nasa na ba? Ayan. Ginagamit sila gano'n, no? For solid tumors. Pwede rin sila for ovarian. Ayan. Pero napansin nyo ito, pwede silang gamitin for non-malignant causes. Like cyclophosphamide can be used as an immunosuppressant for rheumatoid arthritis, but they only use this if the first-line DMARDs or disease-modifying anti-rheumatoidal drugs, na-discuss na kasi yung rheumatoid arthritis. If they're not working, doon lang naman, no? Wegener's granulomatosis sa lungs to eh. Ito, polycythemia vera, ano ang mga problema sa polycythemia? Marami, sobrang dami na red blood cells. Para pakuntiin mo siya sa presbyterian. Kaya nagbibigay sila ng chlorambucil. No? Okay? Ayan. As an immunosuppressive therapy. Pero nakita niyo halos pare-pareho naman ang indication na although ito meron siyang cervical cancer. Pero pag tinignan mo yung recommendation, di masyado. More of cisplatin ang primary for cervical cancer. Okay? Bakit ang pangalan niya ganito? BCNU, CCNU? Before its approval, chemical name kasi. But when it was approved, binigyan na siya ng pangalan Carmustine, Lomustine, Semustine. What is unique about this alkylating agent? You would notice it has two activities. Alkylation and carbamylation. No? Okay? Alkylation and carbamylation. No? Yung alkylation, alam naman natin sa guanylate siya. Pero yung carbamylation, sa lysine residue siya. No? Question. Which do you think between the two has a greater cytotoxic effect? Which activity has the greater cytotoxic effect? Alkylation or carbamylation? Very good. It's alkylation. No? Carbamylation of proteins is believed to have a lesser cause of cell cytotoxicity as compared to alkylation. Okay? So, non-enzymatic decomposition siya, ha? Biotransformation is important. They're also known as nitrosoureas. No? Nakita nyo, magkakaroon siya ng biotransformation, nakikita nyo. So which means, your nitrosoureas are inactive as a parent compound. It has to be activated in order to come up with its alkylating and carbamylating effect. Okay? This agent is used for treatment of certain breast cancers. Why do you think it is good for treatment of certain brain cancers? Because, may mga questions ako na ganun. Yun yung understand questions. Explain niyo bakit. Because, di ba ang brain may blood-brain barrier pa yan? So because, kung nakakarating siya for brain cancer, what do you think is the reason? Because, it is very good. It is highly lipid soluble. Hence, it can cross the blood-brain barrier. Its CNS concentration is said to be 30 to 40% that of the plasma concentration. Okay? So, ito yung, yan, glioblastoma multiforme. Yan. Pwede rin siya sa multiple myeloma and Hodgkin's lymphoma. Ito rin, binanggit ko kanina, no? Busulfan. Ganun din, major site of alkylation niya, N7. Ano nakalimutan ata? Nakalimutan na. Ayun, sorry, ito na. Kaya minsan naalala ko pag ano eh. No? Pag nitrosoureas pala, buti naalala ko yung major site of alkylation. Yung major site of alkylation niya, N7. N7 position of 2-deoxyguanylates.
But when we talk about critical alkylation, it happens at the O6 of guanine. Diba sabi ko kanina, meron mga other sites kasama si O6 of guanine yan. So major alkylating site niya pag N7, but the critical site for cytotoxicity is the O6 of guanine in terms of alkylation. So which means hindi lang siya sa N7 nag-alkylate, at least sa O6 of guanine. Yan ang alaman. Kita ko kasi ito. Yan. Anong unique kay busulfan? Ano sabi ko kanina? There are some resistance that happens if you have a lot of glutathione. If the tumor has a lot of glutathione, sa kanya yun specifically. Because your busulfan binds to the sulfide groups of the glutathione. And then, that's an additional effect for its cytotoxicity. But the problem is, if you have a lot of glutathione, hindi kaya i-consume lahat yung busulfan. Now, busulfan is being used for induction therapy prior to bone marrow transplantation. Bakit? Pag yung transplanted bone marrow, considered ba siya as self or non-self? Non-self. So, ano gagawin ng body? Re-reject. So, anong gagawin mo para hindi i-reject? You will give immunosuppressants. Kaya nga induction therapy, pwede mo siyang ibigay for that purpose. But for cancer, most of its indication is for CML. Bakit? Because this drug has its major degree of specificity is for the granulocyte series. Kaya very beneficial siyang gawing treatment for chronic myelogenous leukemia, wherein the leukemic cells belong to the, or came from the granulocytes. Ha? Tayo dapat hindi masyado discuss dito, hindi ko na-appreciate. O 1 minus na kayo, nice to know na lang siya. Hindi ko ito tinanong. Hindi naman ginagamit na, kasi kung nagtatanong yan, di ba? Out of 152 slides, minus 1. Yan. Ang busulfan, alkylating pa siya, di ba? It's an alkyl sulfonate. Pagdating sa procarbazine, non-classic na sila. Bakit? It has certain mechanisms that is out of the box na from a typical alkylating agent. Yan ang classic. Like ito, again, inactive or active as a parent compound? Inactive or active as a parent compound? Tignan yung mechanism. Yan, very good. Madali sa kanya, tignan yung mechanism. Inactive siya because it has to be converted through oxidative metabolism by the cytochrome. Diba ang cytochrome enzymes, pwede siya mag-promote ng oxidation to generate azole, procarbazine, and hydrogen peroxide. This is the one that promotes inhibition in DNA, RNA, protein biosynthesis. And produce chromosomal breakage. So medyo out of the box siya from alkylation. So hindi lang siya alkylation, it also produce. No? So before alkylation, this is the things that happen to us. So question. Kaya ko sinama itong drug interaction na ito para pag ginamit siya at may mga drugs that can be used with it, we will know how to deal with it. Example, the procarbazine is a weak MAO inhibitor. Ano ba si MAO? Monoamine oxidase. Ano siya? Ako pa nagturo nito eh. Sigma. Ano? Saan siya nakikita? Presynaptic, postsynaptic. Sino nagsasabing pre? Sino ang post? Hindi siya sigurado. Ano na? Tandaan nyo, may compre exam. Pag compre exam, ang pharma, na compre exam, pharma A, pharma B together in one exam.
Presynaptic, postsynaptic? Pre. Diba? Si Bao nasa pre siya, diba? Ano ba ang major pathway in terminating the activity of norepinephrine? Sige nga, ano ang major pathway in the termination of the activity of norepinephrine? Metabolism or reuptake? Yes. 90% kasi reuptake yun, di ba? Parang titigil yung activity. Di ba pag bumalik siya ngayon sa presynaptic fiber, i-degrade siya ni Mao. Ang problema ang Mao inhibitor to. So kung ang patient mo, let's say naka-dobutamine, tapos na-inhibit si Mao, so marami ka rin norepinephrine, what will happen to the activity of your sympathomimetic agent? Greater, lesser? Very good. Tricyclic anti, ako din magle-lecture nito. No? Good news, wala akong topic sa midterm sa pharmacy. Kasi lang, pagdating ng finals, dalawa yung topic. Ang full-time kasi, ano yan eh, ang full-time, 6 topics per sem. Tatlo sa pharma 8, tatlo sa pharma 8. Pag full-time. Yung part-time, mapa-isa-isa lang. Kasi part-time lang yung mga sweldo nila. Hindi pa ibigyan ng marami. Anyway, ano na? Ha? Ako rin po magle-lecture ng antidepressant at anti-seizure. Sana hindi kayo ma-depress o mag-seizure. Anyway, yung tricyclic antidepressants, they inhibit SERT or yung serotonin transporter. So, inhibited ang reuptake ni serotonin. Ini-inhibit din niya yung reuptake ni norepinephrine. So, pag nagbigay ka ng MAO inhibitor with TCA, greater, lesser effect? Greater. Kasi marami ka pang norepinephrine na ilalabas. No? Tapos, inhibited pa yung reuptake. Greater. Antihistamines, particularly the type 1, no, yung H1 receptors, no? Yung may H1 antagonist pala, no? May anticholinergic effect sila. Pag anticholinergic, ano ba ang predominant effect? Sympa or para? Pag anticholinergic, anong effect na magpro-predominate? Sympa or para? Ha? Anticholinergic nga eh. Ano magpro-predominate na effect? Sympa or para? Ano ba ang cholinergic? Para or sympa? Para. Anticholinergic. So ano magpro-predominate? Ay, salamat. Sympa. So pag nagbigay ka ng anticholinergic or antihistamine na may anticholinergic activity plus MAO inhibitor, anong effect? Greater, lesser? Greater. Kasi pag anticholinergic, may anticholinergic effect si antihistamine. Yun yung mga diphenhydramine, yung first generation. May CNS effect kasi. Greater. Anticholinergic nga eh. CNS depressant, enhancement or antagonism? Ano bang effect sa CNS ni Sympa? Stimulation, depression. So, pag nagbigay ka ng CNS depressant, ano magiging effect ni automatic MAO inhibitor ka? Antagonism or enhancement? Antagonism. Diabetes. Anti-diabetic. Ano ba ang effect ni anti-diabetic agent? May lecture mo kayo dito. Ano ba ang effect ni anti-diabetic agent? Anti-diabetic nga, saan ang main effect? Ano ba problema sa diabetes? Mataas sa sugar. O anti-diabetic, lower blood sugar. Ano ba ang effect ni Sympa? Di ba pag MAO inhibitor, greater Sympa activity? Ano yung effect ni Sympa sa blood sugar? Tataas, bababa? Sympa sa blood sugar? Hindi ba pag beta-2, gluconeogenesis, glycogenolysis, ang dami mo sugar. Tapos beta-3, may lipolysis ka pa, fatty acid forming sugar. Di ba? So nakakataas ng sugar, ng Sympa, di ba?
So ano magiging effect ni anti-diabetic? Antagonism enhancement. Ay, salamat, antagonism. Tyramine. Tyramine, di ba? Yan yung tyramine-rich foods. Eggs, cheese, sausage, beer. Di ba they promote release of norepinephrine? So pag nabigay ka ng MAO inhibitor, kumain ng maraming cheese, nag-charcuterie siya. Alala ko, charcuterie, spell charcuterie. Kakain na lang daw sila ng cheese. Ano? Ano mangyayari? Greater, lesser yung effect. Okay. Si bacarbazine, ano nga kailangan natin? Di ba kailangan natin ng carbonium ion for the transfer? Pero ang sabi kasi nung doon sa typical alkylating, ethylene ammonium tsaka carbonium, di ba? Ito kasi methyl carbonium siya through diazomethane. So which means ito inactive din siya as a parent compound. Has to be converted to its diazomethane metabolite to generate methyl carbonium ion, and methyl carbonium ion will be the one to do the alkyl transfer, alkyl group transfer. Ito, dinagay siya sa alkylating, pero hindi declared kung saan yung mismong activity niya. But it can also cause cross-linking of the DNA. But an additional effect is it inhibits mitotic checkpoint. Kaya non-classic. So, these are the three non-classic alkylating agents. If you notice, they are used mostly for hematologic malignancies. Except this, pwede siya sa brain tumors. No? Ano nga highly lipid soluble din itong drugs na ito? Kaya pwede sila sa ito, pwede ito sa brain tumors kasi highly lipid soluble din sila. Si PCB is actually, procarbazine is actually part of the PCB regimen for gliomas, malignant gliomas. Ano ba yung PCB? Procarbazine, C is CCNU, ano ba si CCNU? Lomostin, di ba? B is vincristine. Yun yung ginagamit for gliomas, malignant gliomas. Okay? Pero pwede ito for breast cancer, pero hindi siya first line. No? Hindi siya first line. Pwede rin siya for multiple myeloma. Okay? Platinum analogs. There are 3 generations of platinum analogs. They are related, but they're not exactly the same as the typical alkylating agents. No? There are 3 generations. No? The first generation, the oldest among the 3 is cisplatin. Bakit cisplatin? Cis kasi, ano siya no? Square planar complex. Actually, ang pangalan ni cisplatin, CDDP. Ba't CDDP? Cis, yung C, platinum, diamino, yun yung isang T. So, cis, diamino, dichloro, platinum compound, kaya CDDP siya. No? Okay. Tapos 2 ammonia molecules and 2 chloride ions. The second generation is carboplatin. Actually, that's the same mechanism of action as cisplatin. The only difference, it's also divalent. Si cisplatin, divalent, water-soluble, platinum analog siya. Pareho sila. Ang difference lang nila is oxygen. That's why carboplatin is less toxic than cisplatin. Okay? Less toxic si carboplatin. However, may na-discover silang third agent because of resistance. Yan na. Because of resistance, they came up with oxaliplatin. Wala na akong picture. Oxaliplatin is a third generation. Divalent yung dalawa, di ba? Siya, tetravalent na siya. Oxaliplatin is a tetravalent platinum compound. It's known as diamino cyclohexane diaminocyclase platinum analog. Pareho rin naman siya ng ng mechanism of action ng cisplatin at carboplatin, no? Okay? Yun nga lang, it's an organo-platinum compound that overcomes the resistance of tumors to cisplatin and carboplatin. Let's just go to the mechanism of action of cisplatin. Ganun din naman si carboplatin. Saka oxaliplatin. Di ba nakita niyo si cisplatin, meron siyang isang araw ko sinasabi. Ito. Di ba si cisplatin, meron siyang dalawang chloride, right? Before it would interact with DNA, this chloride will be replaced by hydroxyl group. Ang hydroxyl is OH, di ba? Once it is replaced by hydroxyl group, it will now create a platinum nitrogen bond. Ito yung didikit. Ito yung didikit sa DNA. The platinum nitrogen bond will now interact with DNA. Kaya sila sinabing related alkylating agents because they primarily act also on the two adjacent deoxyguanylase of DNA sa N7. Okay? So they will prevent DNA replication and translation. Okay? They're binding to the DNA, the two deoxyguanylase of DNA, is covalent. Reversible, irreversible. Covalent. Irreversible. Ha? Okay? Ganon din si oxaliplatin, binds to the two adjacent deoxyguanylate sites. So, saan sila ginagamit? Sa practice ko, as OBGYN, madalas ko siya nakikita for the management of ovarian cancer, no? Cervical cancer, tsaka germ cell tumors of the ovary. Ano ba example ng germ cell tumors? Immature teratoma. Okay? Immature teratoma. Yan. Pwede din sila for leukemias, no? Sa ovarian cancer, yung combination namin is carbopaclin. Carboplatin plus paclitaxel. No? Ngayon, ito, pwede rin sila sa lymphomas na lung cancer. Actually, ito pareho na sila. Si oxaliplatin, sino nga si CDDP? Cisplatin, di ba? Cis, diamino, dichloroplatinum analog. So, na-overcome yung resistance. Pero ngayon, si oxaliplatin is now indicated for colorectal cancer. FOLFOX regimen. FOLFOX is, FOL is folinic acid, that's another name for leucovorin. F, fluorouracil or 5-fluorouracil. Ox is oxaliplatin. FOLFOX regimen. So, these are the side effects. What did you notice? What's the common adverse effects among the alkylating agents and the non-classic and related alkylating agents? Myelosuppression, as well as nausea and vomiting. But as I mentioned, cyclophosphamide and icosapamide can cause hemorrhagic cystitis due to, ano na po cause ng hemorrhagic cystitis? Anong cytotoxic metabolite? Phosphoramide mustard o acrolate? Acrolate. Merong rescue therapy for that. We call it the sodium 2 mercaptoethane sulfonate. Haba, no? Sodium 2 mercaptoethane sulfonate. Ang nickname niya Mesna. Mesna na lang. No? Mesna. No? It is a sulfhydryl donor. Mesna is a sulfhydryl donor that binds acrolein. Once acrolein is bound to it, acrolein will not anymore bind to the urinary bladder epithelium. Okay? Klaro? Ifosfamide, aside from causing hemorrhagic cystitis, can also cause neurotoxicity. You can give a rescue therapy which is methylene. Bendamustine, pagka ang chemotherapy causes hypersensitivity, ang pre-medication niyan is dexamethasone. 1 hour prior to chemo. To prevent, di ba si dexamethasone, adrenocorticosteroid, aside from anti-inflammatory immunosuppressant din siya. Yun. Para hindi siya mag-allergy. Nagbibigay ng dexamethasone. No? Yan, myelosuppressant. Pag myelosuppressant yung gamot, hindi mo pwedeng ibigay ang isang myelosuppressant chemotherapy pag ang neutrophil count is less than 1.5 times 10 to the 9 cells per cubic millimeters. Or if the absolute neutrophil count is less than 500, hindi ka pwedeng magbigay. So, that's why ang mga onco, para hindi ma-delay ang schedule, bawa nag-chemotherapy siya ngayon, after 2 weeks, di ba, every 4 weeks ibibigay yung chemo. After 2 weeks, magpapasibisin niya. Pag nakita niya, mababa yung neutrophil, magbibigay na yan ng granulocyte colony stimulating factor, granulocyte macrophage colony stimulating factor, para hindi ma-delay yung chemo. Pag bumababa yung RBC, binibigyan nila ng ipovitil. Pero halimbawa, tomorrow na yung chemo, ngayon nakita na anemic, pwede ka mag-transfuse ng red blood cells. Hindi ka kasi pwede mag-chemo pag 10 and below ang hemoglobin. Ang platelet count naman, hindi ka mag-chemo pag below 100. Kasi baka mag-chemo. So, ito naman, lungs, tsaka kidneys, nephritis, interstitial lung disease and nephritis. Ito si dacarbazine, siya yung, tawag dito, causing marked burning pagka hindi intact yung IV line. Vesicant siya, yan, naka-all caps, quoted vesicant siya. But it can cause neurotoxicity. Yan si cisplatin. Sa tatlong ito, the most nephrotoxic is cisplatin. Sa tatlong to, the one that has the highest emetic effect, nagnonosa yung vomiting, si cisplatin pa rin. Mainly because of the chloride. Kaya di ba pagdating kay carbo, ng secondary, tinanggal nila si chloride, kaya ng oxygen. Although all of them can cause myelosuppression. Si oxaliplatin, more of peripheral sensory neuropathy. Pwede rin ang seizure. Kaya oxaliplatin, although hindi common, pwede ang seizure. Naalala ko yung sister ng close friend namin, yung doktora na doon. Sinasamahan namin yung pag-chemo ni Nervous. Yung anak na doktor, no? Ibinigay ba naman ng anak na doktor yung literature na, di ba sa gamot may kasama literature ng oxaliplatin. Tapos nung dumaan kami sa hospital, ba't kaya gumagano'n ba ito? Ano ginagawa? Inaabangan ko kung magsisisure ako. Galit na galit ako doon sa anak. Ba't mo kasi binigay? Inaabangan na tuloy lahat ng side effect. No? Wala na ako tayo sa alkylating. Alkylating pa lang yun ah. So sa ano tayo? Anti-metabolites. No? Siya yung susunod na madali. Kasi old din na rin ito. Cell cycle specific, cell cycle non-specific. So pag hindi pa naman yun nakita sa slide. Yan, specific. These drugs alter DNA synthesis. saan ba nangyayari ang DNA synthesis? Anong phase? Kaya doon siya sa S phase na po. Ha? Okay? Aside from cytotoxic, there are also immunosuppressant in nature. Okay? Start na tayo. Methotrexate. In order for folic acid to produce its effect on the body, it must be converted kahit sa cell in terms of pyrimidine, purine and pyrimidine synthesis. Si folic acid kailangan maging tetrahydrofolate. Ha? That's important for purine pyrimidine synthesis. Pag walang purine pyrimidine synthesis, ano mangyayari sa cell? Apoptosis. Cellular suicide. So ano nga yung activity ni methotrexate? Inhibits the conversion of dihydrofolate to tetrahydrofolate. How? Isa may tanong sa exam, how? Yung mga ganon. By inhibiting dihydrofolate reductase. If methotrexate inhibits dihydrofolate reductase, dihydrofolate will not be converted to tetrahydrofolate. Hence, it will now block the synthesis of amino acids. No? Okay. Actually, si methotrexate can also reduce the synthesis of serine and methionine. Si methionine pa naman yung importanteng amino acid for repair. No? Now, how will methotrexate inhibit dihydrofolate reductase? Will it inhibit it directly or will it be converted to its active metabolites? Ano doon? Will it directly inhibit DHFR or will it have to be converted to an active metabolite? Ano sagot nyo doon? Ha? A, converted, direct siya, direct effect on DHFR. B, has to be converted to the active metabolite to inhibit DHFR. Nasagot nyo. Sino A? Sino B? Tama yung B. It has polyglutamate, para ma-segue ko yung next slide ko. Polyglutamate metabolites. This is the one that is important to inhibit DHFR. Now, how will methotrexate be converted to its polyglutamate metabolites? It has to be acted upon by polyglutamate synthase. No? Yan, polyglutamate synthase. No? Methotrexate has a lot of adverse effects. Ano yung biologic adverse effects niya? Dermatitis, mucositis. To reduce that, you can give leucovorin. Leucovorin is the rescue therapy for methotrexate. It's not only available intravenous and oral, it could be injected intrathecal. Ano yung intrathecal? Into spine. Pwede doon i-inject. Okay? So, excretion is through the kidneys by glomerular filtration and tubular secretion. May nakalagay sa baba, di ba? To facilitate or to enhance its urinary excretion, hydration and alkalinization of the urine is one way of enhancing its elimination. Why? Ano kaya sa tingin nyo si methotrexate, yung metabolites ni methotrexate? Weak acid o weak base? Kasi para daw ma-excrete siya, makabilis yung excretion niya, alkalinize mo yung urine. Weak acid kaya sila o weak base? Ano sabi mo? Weak acid. Bakit? Pag weak acid, ano nangyari? Pag nasa alkaline environment siya.
Mas may excrete.
Bakit mas ma-excrete? Anong mas marami kung ang weak acid, sabi mo weak acid, di ba? Nasa alkaline pH, nasa alkaline environment. Anong mas marami? Ionized or non-ionized form? Ha?
Ang weak acid nasa alkaline environment. Anong mas marami? Ionized o non-ionized form? Who says ionized? Weak acid in an alkaline pH. Who says more of ionized form? Joshua, ionized form. Kilala ko siya kasi sa research, no? Siya yung pumupulit sa akin. Okay. Sino ang ionized? Siya. Non-ionized. Ionized. Tama si Joshua. Ionized. Ano ba ang absorbable form? Ionized, unionized form. Ha? Ano no? O, ganito. Sino absorbable? Sino nagsabing ang absorbable, ionized? Sino nagsasabing non-ionized ang absorbable or unionized? May konti. Unionized ang absorbable. Unionized form ang absorbable. So, pag weak acid nasa alkaline, mas marami yung non-absorbable form, yung ionized. Kaya ma-excrete siya, hindi na siya mag-undergo ng tubular reabsorption. Kasi ma-excrete siya. Klaro yun? Pero kung weak base si methotrexate, yung kanyang metabolites, is alkaline ng urine, mas marami yung unionized na reabsorption. Kaya nga to enhance its excretion, i-alkalinize mo yung urine. Klaro yun? Pemetrex, kamag-anak siya ni methotrexate. It's actually an improvement of methotrexate. Similar to methotrexate, it has to be acted upon by polyglutamine synthase in order to form its active polyglutamate metabolites. But the difference between Pemetrex and methotrexate is that methotrexate is only for DHFR, right? This can also inhibit thymidylate synthase and another enzyme. Yung mga masana haba. And another enzyme. A question. Which among the three enzymes will the major action of Pemetrex be? Which among the three enzymes will Pemetrex be most active as an inhibitor? Yes, kaya nga siya nilagay ko sa ibabaw. Thymidylate synthase. Ha? Siya yung major. Ha? Although it can inhibit the other two. So it could also reduce purine and pyrimidine synthesis. The newest among these three is pralatrexate. Ganun din siya, pareho, kailangan din niya ng polyglutamate synthase to be activated. And aside from inhibiting DHFR, it can also inhibit thymidylate synthase. So S-phase. Now, how will the tumor develop resistance from methotrexate? One, the drug cannot reach the tumor, no? Because of reduction in the drug transport. Kailangan kasi active transport yung mga chemotherapy to go to the tumor cells. Another, kulang yung methotrexate polyglutamates kasi yung cancer cell walang polyglutamate synthase. Third, hindi makilala ni methotrexate polyglutamate si DHFR because the DHFR has been mutated by the tumor. Okay? Or it has reduced affinity to the drug. So that's how, this is the same for Pemetrex. Okay, so if you notice, saan sila mas magandang ginagamit, hematologic malignancies. Actually, doon sila una na-discover. Pero pwede rin si methotrexate for this. In my practice sa choriocarcinoma, it's a gestational trophoblastic neoplasia namin siya ginagamit. It's part of the EMACO regimen. Ano yung EMACO? Etoposide, methotrexate, actinomycin, cyclophosphamide, oisoctobin, or vincristine. The EMACO regimen. Marami pa yan pero yan yung isang regimen for choriocarcinoma. Ha? Okay?
Si pralactate, since bago siya, dito lang siya ginagamit for refractory cases of T-cell lymphoma. But if you notice, hindi lang siya ginagamit for cancer. Methotrexate is part of the DMARDs, the disease-modifying anti-rheumatoidal drugs. No? Okay? So, ayan. Sa autoimmune diseases, ginagamit siya as an immunosuppressant. In my practice, I have used this once or twice for the management of ectopic pregnancies. No? Pero may criteria yun, ha? Sa ultrasound, ano ba yung size? Dapat less than 3.5 millimeters yung yung products of conception, dapat hindi ruptured. Pwede ka mag-try. Kaso lang yung isang patient ko na medical treatment with methotrexate for ectopic pregnancy, yung isa na reopen din. Na-open talaga siya. Yung isa hindi, pero ang daming side effect. Napilitan naman mag-globulin. No? Remember, this can make your patient prone to folic acid deficiency. So you may give folic acid. It will not affect the efficacy of the drug if you give folic acid to your patients. Pemetrexate can cause rash. Actually, si methotrexate can cause rash. That's why you can give dexamethasone 4 milligrams twice a day, 1 day prior to giving Pemetrex. Yan. So, mucositis and dermatitis could be severe. Diyan, pag nakita ka na niya, pwede ka na magbigay ng Lopocalin. So, they're all myelosuppressant. Myelosuppressant sila, ha? This can even cause hepatitis. So, pagka ang chemotherapy mo causes hepatitis or hepatotoxicity, you need to request for liver enzymes. Pero hindi lang ALT, AST yung request mo, pati bilirubin, pati alkaline phosphatase. Prior to chemo, so you would know kung pwede ka pang bibigay. What will contraindicate the use of the chemotherapy which can cause hepatotoxicity? If the ALT is 3 times above the normal or more, you cannot give that kind of chemotherapy to the patient. Okay? Hand-foot syndrome, meron si Pemetrex, ha? Yung pag-hand-foot syndrome, yung rash na sa palm, tsaka nasa soles ng feet. Meron siya. Okay? 5-fluorouracil. This is active. As a parent compound, it is already active. No? It inhibits thymidylate synthase. Sino yung kamukha niya? Di ba si Pemetrex tsaka si pralactate inhibits thymidylate synthase? Yan, pareho sila ng 5-fluorouracil that can inhibit DNA synthesis. An additional effect of this is its inhibitory effect on exosome complex. Exosome complex is what we call the exoribonuclease complex. This is important for the survival of the tumor. So pag na-inhibit si exosome complex, pwedeng directly could kill the tumor. Yan. True or false? Capecitabine and 5-fluorouracil have the same effect. Capecitabine and 5-fluorouracil have the same mechanism of action. True or false? Who says true? Based sa slide, ha? Sino nagsasabi ng true? Yan, meron. At least may 3 na. Pero parang may axillary abscess kayo, hindi nyo mataas. No, hindi kayo confident. Who says false? You see, capecitabine will be acted upon by 3 enzyme processes and ultimately be converted to its active metabolite 5-fluorouracil. So, 5-fluorouracil is the one promoting its effect. Kaya pareho sila ng mechanism of action. Kaya true. Ha? True. Okay, magkalala, hindi ko ito pa memorize. Okay, hindi ko sila memorize eh. Basta tandaan nila, capecitabine is converted by 3 enzymatic processes to fluorouracil. Ito bago to, no? It's a thymidine phosphorylase inhibitor that eventually be metabolized to its monophosphate form and also inhibit thymidine synthase. Na? Although weaker of thymidine synthase inhibitory effect niya, mas more of ito yung nagpo-promote ng activity niya, the thymidine phosphorylase, no? Inhibition. Ha? Since bago siya, dito lang siya ginagamit for progressive refractory colorectal cancer. Bago pa lang naman siya. Kaya wala pa siya pangalan. Parang sila Lomustin noon nung wala pang pangalan. Ito wala pa siya totoong pangalan. TAS-102 pala. Ito yung experimental name niya. No? So, pero approved na siya for this condition. For fluorouracil, it's used for several solid cancers. Capecitabine is actually also used similar to fluorouracil for breast cancer. Di ba sabi ko kanina for the early stages of breast cancer na mag-chemo? CMF, di ba? Cyclophosphamide, methotrexate, fluorouracil. Kasama siya doon. Pero pag advanced stages, kulang yung chemotherapy niya. May ginagamit. This is naman used as an additional treatment for colorectal cancer, advanced stage, or breast cancer metastatic at that does not respond to the taxanes. Kasi sa breast cancer, ang first treatment is taxanes or your docetacel. Anthracycline din. Anthracycline din, yun yung mga doxorubicin. Yun din yung first line for breast cancer. Pero tingnan niya si 5-fluorouracil pwede siya sa non-malignant indications for cream kasi ito for actinic keratosis, pwede rin siya for glaucoma to augment trabeculectomy. Meron isang cancer of the skin, basal cell cancer, pero ito indolent cancer. No? Pwedeng itahid yung 5-fluorouracil on the site of the basal cell cancer. Karaniwan tumutubo yun sa nose. Pero slow growing, tsaka hindi naman may metastasize. Matagal pa ang buhay, disfiguring lang siya, kaya minsan kailangan tanggalin, tapos mag-flap. So, kanina kapareho itong mucositis dermatitis, kaya na, di ba? Kaya methotrexate. Meron din siya niyan. Again, they are, so far lahat ng diniscuss natin, puro myelosuppressants, no? Myelosuppressant pa rin sila. Hand-foot syndrome, kanino nga ito? Bukod kay capecitabine, sino ang isa? Pemetrex, hand-foot syndrome. Isa pang nakalimutan ko palang banggitin, si busulfan, pulmonary fibrosis. No? Kaya yung side effect na yun, BBM, nandaanan ko na rin kasi si methotrexate. BBM yung, hindi ako makamarcos hindi rin ako makaduterte, ayoko silang lahat. Pwede yung burahin ko sila lahat. No? BBM kasi, ang pulmonary fibrosis as a side effect, parang sa madaling tandaan. Pulmonary fibrosis, busulfan, bleomycin, tsaka methotrexate. Yan. Ano ang magitin kay busulfan, tsaka methotrexate. Yan. O hand-foot syndrome to, tsaka, yan. Ano din ito myelosuppressant, tsaka GI. They can cause vomiting. Okay? Diarrhea din. Now, in terms of drug interactions, capecitabine can increase the activity of warfarin. One, because of displacement protein binding, plus, kasi si capecitabine is an inhibitor of CYP2C9. This is also the reason why phenytoin plasma concentration can increase. Hence, its activity can also increase. Kanino nga cytoprotective agent si leucovorin? Methotrexate. If leucovorin reduces the biologic effects of methotrexate, kabaligtaran kay fluorouracil and capecitabine. The efficacy of fluorouracil and capecitabine are increased with leucovorin. Even the toxic side effects will also increase if you give leucovorin with fluorouracil or capecitan. Okay? Cytarabine, kaya cytarabine kasi ito, inside the inactive beta sa parent compound, it will be converted to cytosine arabinocyte triphosphate, which damages the DNA. So, if the tumor does not convert cytarabine to ARA-CTP, cytarabine will not work for that tumor. So, S-phase pa rin. Ito naman kaya dyan cytabine ang pangalan because of cytidine. It replaces cytidine during DNA replication. The replacement is the one causing the faulty nucleoside resulting to cell death. No? Cytidine replaces cytidine in the during DNA replication kaya gemcitabine. Initially, these two drugs were approved for pancreatic cancer. But later on, it was subsequently approved for all the other cancers listed here. Alam niyo ba, ang tagal-tagal ko nang sinisilip, hanggang ngayon nakalagay for an investigational drug for esophageal cancer. Bakit? Ang esophageal cancer kasi rare. So maghihintay ka pa ng marami para lang ma-validate yung effect. Yan. Again, myelosuppression. Mga sabi ko sa inyo, pag ang neutrophil count less than 1.5 times 10 to the 9 cell per cubic millimeter or absolute neutrophil count less than 500, hemoglobin 10 milligrams per deciliter and below, platelet count below 100,000, you cannot give the chemotherapy that is myelosuppressant. Okay? Flu-like syndrome. Ito, pag nakakita kayo ng flu-like syndrome sa mga gamot na flu, you should not be complacent as secondary ng yung cytarabine tsaka gemcitabine. You have to rule out infection. Remember, these are immunosuppressants, right? You see, if you don't manage this accordingly, infection pala, hindi na side effect ng gamot. The patient will die from sepsis. Yan ang isa sa mga exit points ng cancer patient, sepsis. No? Rare lang itong renal microangiopathy. Nalaman na itong tyogonine. Iba din-discuss ko sa polymorphism yung journal. Diba? Wala mo. Hindi na niya maalala. Last semester lang. Sa bagay, sabi niya, Doktora, August pa po yun. January, matatapos na nga po ang January. Anyway, tyogonine has to be converted to its 6-thioguanilic acid. So, inactive din siya sa parent compound. For it to produce these effects, inhibit guanine nucleotide synthesis, eventually incorporate itself in both RNA and DNA, destroying the macromolecule. Huh? So, it will induce cell cycle arrest. Si Mercap, kung ito, 6-thioguanilic acid, si mercaptopurine nagiging should be converted to monophosphate 6-thioinosinic acid to do the same. This is how they would inhibit the purine synthesis. Ngayon, kanino nga yung polypolyglutamine synthase? Kanino nga yun? Methotrexate, Penetrax, Pralatrexate, diba? For it to be converted to its polyglutamine forms, to be active. Etong si mercaptopurine tsaka si tyogonine has to be activated by hypoxanthine phosphoribosyl, hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosyl transferase or HGPRTase. Siya naman yung mag-activate. In order for it to be converted to its active forms, and then it will now Yan. That's why, if the tumor has low HGR-PR taste, it will not respond to thioguanine or mercaptopurine. Ha? It has low oral bioavailability. The reason for this is the first pass test. What will happen if your patient is taking febuxostat or allopurinol? These are xanthine oxidase inhibitors. It will inhibit the metabolism of 6-mercaptopurine. What will happen to the activity of 6-mercaptopurine? Greater or lesser? Greater. Greater kasi si mercaptopurine will be available for HGPRase activation. Claro? Claro? So si 6-mercaptopurine, its metabolism will be inhibited by xanthine oxidase. The problem is pag ganyan, mag-increase yung activity because there will be available there will be more available 6-mercaptopurine for HGPRase activity. Azathioprine is an immunosuppressant wherein its active metabolite is 6-mercaptopurine, but it's never used as an anti-cancer drug. Immunosuppressant lang si azathioprine. Actually, si azathioprine ay isang immunosuppressant na pwede mong ibigay sa pregnant patient. Would remember, I have a pregnant patient. She is a renal transplant recipient. So when she got pregnant, I asked the nephrologist if they could shift the immunosuppressant to azathioprine. Kasi yung immunosuppressant na iba niya, hindi pwede sa pregnant. These drugs are only used for acute leukemias. But for chronic leukemia, you can give it for myelocytic leukemia. Again, this is myelosuppressive effect. And it could cause hepatotoxicity. So alam niyo na, bago magbili nito, kailangan i-check ang CBC with platelet count, tsaka liver enzyme or liver profile panel. Okay? Yan. This is an exception to the rule. Anti-metabolites, cell cycle specific, cell cycle non-specific. Ha? Ano lang sa inyo? Huwag mo kupulungan, ha? Cell cycle specific. So, it acts on cycling cells or resting and cycling cells. Cycling lang. Ciprofloxacin is an exception. Why? It is the only cell cycle non-specific agent under the anti-metabolites. Why? It can act both in the resting and proliferative stages of the cells. Right? The ciprofloxacin, cell cycle non-specific siya. Right? So it also inhibits DNA synthesis by interfering with regulatory reductase and DNA proteins. Cladribine, a cell cycle specific na to. Ito cell cycle specific na. Ha? It mimics nucleoside adenosine, no? So it incorporates into the triphosphate form. It's triphosphate form, so kailangan activate siya. Its triphosphate form to be incorporated into the DNA. This will actually mimic DNA polymerase, so it will interfere with the cell's ability to process DNA. Yan. So, if you notice, these drugs are used for hematologic malignancy. So, hindi sila ginagamit for solid tumor treatment. For hematologic malignancy, leukemia, lymphoma, okay? Ito pang isa. Si methotrexate nakaka-cause ng fever, di ba? Mag-fever ka rin dito. Again, tawagin mo. Sorry ha.
FEU is undergoing accreditation. Tapos na namin yung ISO for the next 2 days. Pakupo. I'm the head kasi of the Research Center for Development. They just need to interview me for a while. I'll be back na lang. Okay? O, tandaan nyo, pag may fever, hanggat wala si John, tuloy ko lang muna. Hanggat may fever, you have to investigate for the causes of infection, ha? Do not be complacent with fever. Again, this is myelosuppressive in nature, but it can also attack joints. Ha? So dito tayo ha, plant-derived products. Cell cycle specific lahat sila. Cell cycle specific agents. Okay? Yan. Cell cycle specific agents sila. What is beta-tubulin? Beta-tubulin is important in causing assembly ng microtubules. No? And pag nag-assemble siya, kailangan mag-disassemble for, ang tawag dito, for mitosis to occur. Okay? For this one, for Paclitac cell, Dosetta cell, Carbazita cell, these are taxanes. It binds to the tubule, it promotes assembly. The problem is it will not disassemble. Pag hindi siya nag-disassemble, will the cell undergo cell division? Hindi. So if you do not undergo cell division, hindi magmamitosis, will it proliferate? So this is the mechanism of taxane. So what phase does it act on? Anong phase na cell cycle? Ayan. Diyan dito ka muna yung oral ng lecture. Dali lang, may interview lang ako. Break ko na sila.